Hey there, so in this video, I'm going to show you how you can find Binance's margin borrow rates and how to calculate that on a yearly basis. So right now I'm on Binance's homepage and I'm going to scroll down over here, click on fees. And then once you're on fees, it'll bring you to this over here. But what you want is margin borrow interest rate. So you'll click on that and it'll give you a table over here. So this table, depending on what your level is, will determine your interest rate on whichever coin that it is you're borrowing. So if you want to take a look at the other sort of coins, you can scroll over here, right? So on and so forth. For example, BTC, that's the rate, and right. Okay, so I'm just going to go back and I'm going to do an example with you. So I would say that most people borrow Tether or USDT. And so I'm going to show you with an example how we can take this number over here and calculate the annual interest rate. So this is the borrow daily interest rate. So that means every day, this is how much you have to pay to borrow USDT. And this is just for now. I mean, this number here could change. It might be higher, it might be lower. I don't know. But let's just say this is what it is always. Okay. So let's just say every day, that's how much it would cost you to borrow. And this is constant all the time. So it doesn't change. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up a calculator and we're going to take a look at what this is on an annual basis. Okay, so I have the calculator over here. Let's just say you borrow $10,000. So I'm going to put in $10,000. You borrow 10,000 USDT from them. This is the rate that you would have to pay on a daily basis. So I'm just going to multiply that by 0.075%. That means you have to pay $7.50 every day. So every day you would have to pay them this much. And this is just kind of in simple terms. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take this number here and multiply this by 365 because there's 365 days in a year. So essentially over the course of a year, this is how much you would have to pay. So you would have to pay $2,737.50, right? Just to borrow $10,000. So effectively, your interest rate is 27.38%. We can calculate this by taking this number here. This is the interest that you've paid. Divide that by 10,000. And there we go. That's effectively your rate. So this is on simple terms. This means that if every day all you did was pay that sort of interest, this is how much you would have to pay. But it doesn't work exactly like that because interest compounds on top of interest. So that means you have to pay interest on your interest. So what I'm going to show you is how much it would cost really to borrow from Binance for USDT. So if we take that particular number again, so I'm going to clear everything off. And this time I'm going to take their rate, so 0.075, right? So that's their daily rate. And I'm going to, and this is the percentage. So I'm going to divide this by 100 to give it a actual number. And then I'm going to add a 1 and you'll see why in a second. So that's sort of what I'm going to start with. Now I need to compound this every day. So 365 days in a year. So I'm going to use this one over here by 365. There we go. So essentially, your effective rate is 31.48%. So if I take away the 1 and then multiply this by 100, and that's your effective rate per year. So essentially, it's costing you 31.48% just to borrow Tether, right? It doesn't matter if it's $1, $100, $1,000, the percentage is always the same. Now, I'm not trying to say this is a lot. I'm not trying to say it's a little. You're going to have to make that call yourself. This is just to let you know how you can calculate interest on an annual basis. Well, anyways, I hope you found this video informative and educational. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below because I do check and I respond. If there's someone who you think that will get value out of this video, please share it with them. Other than that, if you're interested in receiving notifications of my future videos, then hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.